So pretty much this is just to highlight what we went through before. We've got some examples of some farmers and what they're doing, and we want to just run through how you guys would think you'd put the management groups in, and just to start a bit of discussion. So first we've got Farmer Gary. He's got 300 merino rams. At post-weaning, he pulls out the top 20 into the shed. These rams are kept for display animals, and the lead of animals at his sale, and are kept separate until sale day. So does anyone have any ways that they would manage? Okay, so they've been all managed the same until weaning. So we've got their weaning, we've got one group of animals. At post-weaning, the same thing, we've got one group of animals, but then we've split them. So we split them as group 1 and group 2. So all of the, until here, these animals will get a group management because it keeps adding on. So if you've split them as 1, 1, so these ones will have a 1, 1, 2, and these guys will have a group management for their life of 1, 1, 1.
So in the analysis, we build the management group that they're allocated to over time. So the animals on the left-hand side would end up, by the time they're at yearling, would have 1, 1, 1. The animals on this side, 1, 1, 2. So
it's just, it builds their story.
Yep.
So Farmer Joe has 150 poll Dorset ram lambs. All are run until weaning, where the top 50 are put on self-feeders up until scanning. After scanning, the top 10 are kept as a show team, while the remaining 40 rejoin the rest of the ram lambs in preparation for the sale. Does anyone want to give it a go?
Okay, so what do we got? We've got 150 poll Dorset ram lambs up until weaning. Top 50 put on self-feeders, so that's straight away adverse environment effect. So I'm going to call those a different management group. So those top 50 that are now on a self-feeder now have a separate management group. It can be 1, it can be 10, 60, 1, 10, 60, whatever number takes your fancy, as long as it's different to that other group. So then after that, we've got the top 10 are kept on the show team, while the 40 get dropped back. So what's going to happen there is I'd leave the top 10 as a management group different to the main group, out of the 150 that I pulled them out of. And then the 40 that have gone back to that group, the main group, I'll call the same as that main group. So say if that 150 to start with was called management group 6, I'll call them 6 again to go back. So you can see there that they've now got a code that we'll talk about code, but like Karis was just saying, a lifetime history. So we can say, well, they were running on the feeders, but now they're back on the poorer paddock. So saying that they've been compared in that same environment and comparing them with those same rams that are on that pasture and that haven't had that exposure to the feeder is a bit unfair. So they're obviously going to look better because they've had as much feed as they want versus the others that are been running in the paddock. So
you sometimes get a bit of debate on some of these ones, whether that post-weaning group in the middle there should be called post-weaning group 1, or whether it could be 3 or whatever. At the end of the day, in the analysis, it's not going to make a big difference because that group 2 at early post-weaning should have split them out. Where you would need to put in 3 different group codes across the bottom there, so you might end up with groups 1, 3 and 2, instead would be if we haven't recorded that early post-weaning weight in the system, then we don't know about that different management in between. So in that case, then yes, you would need to specify a 3rd group down the bottom there. But if we've recorded that all along the way, so we've identified all 150 were running group 1 at weaning, early post-weaning we've got group 1 and 2, then it's changed again, that group down the bottom, they have gone back into group 1, so yeah, we can call them group 1, and that'll be all sorted in the analysis.